Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the shed.
Hi, I'm Candace.
And I'm Lonnie. And this is a conversation that Candace and I had a couple of days ago.
Yeah, probably like around the 31st, maybe the day before.
And what are we talking about?
Goals for this year.
Yeah.
Business goals.
Yep, business goals. These are not we have personal goals too. We're not going to talk about that here. Well, a few personal goals anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did get pretty specific about how we wanted to handle some things. Business, it kind of does fall into work-life balance too.
Yeah, it does affect personal, but it revolves around business.
Yeah. And how many do we have total?
6,
here?
I think.
Yeah, 5. We only have 5. We kept it simple, and I think are they all measurable?
Yeah, pretty much.
I would say they're 100% measurable here. So let's get started.
Okay.
And look, this is what we think works for us. Oh, look at that. Nice. This is what we think will work for us. This is tailored just for our situation. And not necessarily like nobody else can use this exact thing and be successful with it. It might not be right for a lot of other people, but we got together and this is what we came up with for us.
All right, so the first one is work hours. Like, I know you guys know that Lonnie always put in long, late hours, and that's not going to work. So for us to have any kind of balance.
Well, and plus I have to be, for top efficiency, we should both be working at the same time. So it would be kind of dumb if Candace was in here working at 8 o'clock and I show up to work at 11. That's not going to work. So
right,
we have to kind of keep similar hours.
Right.
So
yeah, we have a kiddo. We're going to get on the school bus. She gets on the bus around 7 a.m. So we're planning on being here by no later than 8:30. Sometimes earlier, sometimes maybe a little later. Just depends. So we're going to spend the morning doing office stuff, bookkeeping, answering emails, editing video, and packing and shipping, getting all that stuff ready for the mail carrier to pick up. And then we're planning on taking a lunch after that, maybe an hour, maybe less, just depends on how we're feeling that day. And then the rest of the day after lunch is going to be spent listing until 5:30ish. Somewhere up in there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, my goal is to not work past 6. Now, as a reseller, especially when you're sourcing and stuff, and for us more in the spring, summer time frame, you don't know what you're going to be doing like on the weekends. Like we're going to be going to garage sales. We're going to be traveling sometimes. So that kind of stuff is not set in stone. And we talked about that, and Candace agreed with me, thank goodness, that is actually work. Like that's all write-offable stuff and all that business, like 100% like business type activity. But we both find it to be pleasurable and recreational. So although that is working, like hitting garage sales or getting out on the road, we're going to consider that also to be pleasure. So we're not going to really count that against us as far as work-life balance.
Right. Because that is something that we enjoy. We don't look like it, we have to go to hit sales today. Or,
right. Oh, man, we're going to
Tennessee.
Yeah, right. So, I mean, this is in the, like, what we're talking about so far, that's in the office type work. Mm-hmm. This is actual work.
Right.
It's still kind of fun sometimes, sort of.
Yeah.
But it's still work, right? But getting out on the road and picking, that's not work. Although it is work.
Yeah.
So yeah. And also we're going to try not to work. Like we worked a few hours yesterday on a Saturday.
Well, right now it's okay. But if we're going out to garage sales on Saturdays, I don't want to come in here and work for a few hours either.
No.
I don't mind right now while we're not out on the road. Putting in a couple hours work, no big deal. I mean, we're right here at home, so.
Sundays are pretty much going to be, they're basically not work days. except for, I guess, right now.
Yeah, we did want to get this video out this weekend for a couple of reasons. So we just decided to run in here and film it. Yeah, but we're not doing any listing or packing or anything today. Just this.
So we're looking for, one other thing I want to mention about this work thing. You know how I can work less hours and still get the same amount of time in? That's by actually not goofing off while I'm working, and I haven't been. Like, I'm not on Facebook, I'm not on YouTube watching or Netflix. I'm not halfway working for 12 to 14 hours. I'm 90% engaged for 8 hours. And even if I don't get, if I can get close to that production that I was getting before, fine, good. And then, kind of cut it off. Still working on it, though. My brain is constantly thinking about business.
Yeah, it's hard to shut off at the end of the day. Not check on auctions that are ending at night, stuff like that.
But I consider that fun, though.
That's fine if you want to do that,
But I'm trying to get better because my balance is not good.
My goal, since I'm going to be answering emails and whatnot, is to not even look at that stuff until I'm sitting here at this desk.
I think that's smart.
I need to keep it separate,
Yeah.
So
I think maybe you can. If you can, that's good for both of us, because I haven't proven that I can yet. So anyway, that's work, life, hours, balance, all that stuff. That's very important.
Number 1, we have 4 more to go.
Yeah.
Okay, number 2 is a video every day, which is why we're in here.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't have anything in the bank. I tried in 2019 to do a video every day. And I almost succeeded. I think I missed about 5 days or so. And I got pretty fast at editing. My channel grew a lot in that year. I learned a lot in that year. It was very rewarding in a lot of different ways. So I did not do that last year. I put out a lot of videos last year, don't get me wrong. But I didn't commit to a video a day. This year, I'm going to commit to a video a day. So it's going to take a lot of discipline. It's going to take me sometimes putting videos in the bank and having them ready in case of a rainy day. Some stuff is always going to come up and happen during a year. So you got to be prepared for that. Am I prepared for that right now? No, I'm not. But I'm going to attempt to do a video every single day. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. You think I'll make it? Like, be honest. You think I'll get a video every single day?
There may be times, like when we're traveling on the road, where it might be difficult. We'll see.
What do you think, though?
Because we've stayed in places before, especially like in the mountains, where you have no cell phone signal, nothing. So
it's going to take planning. It's going to take having stuff in the bank.
You go sit at McDonald's and upload your video.
Do you remember one time I drove down? One time I can't remember where we were at, and we drove like 30 minutes down a mountain and parked where we could get service just so I could upload a video.
Yep.
And we sat there for an hour or whatever, and then we drove back up the mountain.
Needless to say, because we stay at a lot of Airbnb type places instead of hotels. So needless to say, because of that, now when I'm looking for a place, that's like up
very
there
important
in the top 3 priorities of where we stay.
Yes.
Have a very strong Wi-Fi.
Yep.
So, yeah.
All right. That number's wrong, by the way, I think.
I think it is too.
I have it up there. I have the correct number up there.
Yep. So the next one is how many listings are we going to list per day, per week, per month? So we kind of came up with a number. Now, 630 is for January. That comes out to 20 a day, including weekends. So
no, wait, that number's right.
This number's right.
Yeah, that number's wrong. It's supposed to be 620. So
okay.
we just got 10 closer.
So yeah, now we'll probably reevaluate this. Once I get a little faster with my listings. So that's why we have this now, which is pretty close to what he was getting before.
I didn't get it for I've done 20 listings a day in spurts, especially if I had easier stuff to list, but I've never been able to consistently. Well, for example, last year, Candace, I averaged 12 and a half a day.
And so
for the year,
the good thing about having me in here, besides just me being in here.
Oh my God, really? Look, that's how she really is. Y'all just saw it.
Is I'm taking the load off, like the burden of answering emails, social media, and all that. So he will have more time to devote to listings. I'm gonna put my share in too, but he will definitely be able to up his listing number.
We like I think once she gets up to speed, we should both be putting in equal number of listings, because we're both going to be listing for the same amount of time every day, right?
Yeah. My problem is this is my burden that I love to research.
Oh boy, at some point, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, ooh, let me look up a little more information.
Yeah.
Well, for right now, one way I'm looking at it is, I need to gain the knowledge for when we're out picking. I need to know what this is, what I'm looking for, is what it's worth picking up, is there variance, etc. So
yeah,
that's one reason I'm justifying doing a lot of research right now when I'm listing stuff, just because I'm still learning.
Well, you're in training.
Yeah.
She's in training for a few months, and then it's going to be time to, okay, all right, you know enough, you've researched enough, just throw it up, please. My God.
But anyway, so yeah, 20 a day for January.
Yeah, and if we hit that, we will not starve if we list 20 items a day. I promise you that. We will be just fine.
Yeah.
Now, if we weren't doing YouTube, and we weren't doing, like, you gotta remember, we're doing YouTube, and we're doing the box resizers.
Yeah, maybe possibly merch coming up.
We're doing other stuff. Like, we got other stuff going on. And then eBay, plus eBay on top. So if we weren't doing any of that other stuff, then yeah, we'd be wanting to hit like numbers more like probably 30 a day or 40 a day.
Right. Yeah.
But with the other stuff that we're doing, social media, merch, YouTube, all that stuff, 20 is a good number for us. I'll be pleased as punch. And then maybe for the rest of the year, if we could knock out 25, get up to the point where we're hitting 25 a day, that would be great. So
yep. So we're going to take it, instead of a daily number, we're going to take it at a monthly number. For one thing, to compensate for when we travel. So whenever we are out of the office, we'll have to just put in a little harder work to make up sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So that's why if we're listing easy stuff, don't let off the gas. If we can list 60 in a day, we better take it, because we might need it later on.
Right.
Got to have it in the bank. It takes a lot. Candace, this part of the business right here, this is where the money's made. Mm-hmm. The listing, 100%. I've done these momentum challenges, momentum boards in the past. Mm-hmm. And I'm never putting up huge numbers. Like 20 a day is not a huge number, but you know what it is? Consistent.
Right. And
anytime I've ever done this works. Listing every day works. Mm-hmm. So that's the lifeblood of the business, lifeblood of the channel. This is the bedrock of everything we do as resellers right here. Other than buy stuff, I guess. But this is how we make the money right here. So yep. I can't emphasize enough how important is listing discipline is. So I've found that too many times in the past. All right, what's next?
Number 4, monthly meeting.
Okay.
We're gonna we've agreed to probably, I guess, the first of the month. Just sit down and reevaluate goals, see where we're at, see what we need to change, see what's working.
Look at the numbers from the previous month.
Right.
Revenue, expenses, mm-hmm. all that stuff, right?
Yep. So yeah, we're gonna just take probably a couple hours out of the day on the first of every month, or the first business day of the month.
Candace is kind of a big picture kind of girl.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird to me. I figured I would be big picture guy, but I'm not. She's really looking more big picture. I'm looking more at, okay, you pack a box like this, you list this like that. This is how you edit this video. Like, I'm more like
in the moment.
Yeah, I am actually. Yeah. But Candace is a big picture person. And we can kind of look at the big picture. And I can also look at the small stuff too. We could talk about both and trade.
He can rein me in sometimes when I get too grandiose.
We could talk about how the listing's going. All kind of stuff we could talk about there. Mm-hmm. general direction. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's important because we are partners here. Candace is not an employee. She is a partner.
Yep.
And I'm not an employee either. Don't forget that either.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a partner.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. What's next? This is moving fast now.
Yeah. Number 5 is.
That's the last one.
Yeah.
The big one.
Inventory management.
Okay. What does that mean? She's looking at me like, why? Okay. So.
Oh. Okay.
No. Well, it means a couple of things.
Well, the big one is what you need to show. You're going to show, right?
I'm going to show. I'll show that in another video. Okay. But we'll talk about it in general terms here. When I first wrote that down, inventory management, what I was thinking about was when we did inventory, December 30th, 31st. Is that when we did inventory?
Yeah. We took inventory of every item listed in here.
Right. And we found a lot of stuff that was not listed. Some stuff that was listed that we didn't have. What, maybe 30 items total or something like that?
Yeah, some that were listed but didn't have a location. So if it's sold, you wouldn't know where to go pull it off the shelf.
Right. So inventory management, like, okay, listing is important. Sourcing is important. Inventory management is equally important because when it sells, you got to be able to get it off the shelf, find it, and fulfill it.
Yeah.
So.
One thing I want to do is rename all these shelves.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna leave, like, for a while we'll have.
Well, both.
Right. Like.
Well, none of these are labeled because this is all makeup.
Right.
Which we should still have that label. Okay,
well, okay, right here. We did name this one the other day.
Yeah.
Because so this is named Fish.
Because it has a fish on it.
What I'd like to do, and we haven't really discussed it in depth, but I think this would be smart, is to number each shelf. Like 1, 2, 3, and then you would have 1A, 1B.
Or you could do it the other way.
Yeah, either something like that.
Or you could do it A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, right? Mm-hmm. Or whatever.
Yeah.
However, but so what you're planning on doing though is we're going to keep both. So we're not going to go in and change all the inventory.
So this will still say Fish, but anything new that gets placed on the shelf will have the new.
Although it would be fairly trivial for us to go in and change it all.
Yeah.
Because we could search by custom SKU.
That's not necessary.
I don't think it is.
We should have done that when we were doing inventory.
I don't know. I think it was good. We kept it simple.
Yep.
So.
And another thing that we realized is we need to have a label on both sides of these shelves.
Yeah, both sides. So. That's going to be, Candace, we need to get that probably accomplished this week with this shelf labeling.
Yep. It won't take long.
Because it's only going to get worse as we list more and more inventory.
Right.
So.
Yeah, it won't take long to do it.
And yeah, I'm just going to be more careful about, we're going to be more careful about making sure that our inventory is tight and that we can find everything. And I don't foresee us doing like a mid-year inventory or anything like that, but certainly inventorying every year, like we did.
Yep.
The other thing, you know what the big one is?
The other thing is moving merchandise.
Strategy. Yeah, it's a strategy.
Yeah. If something's been sitting too long, it's got to go. Right.
Yeah.
So why don't you briefly explain to that, and then you can kind of show them in another video.
Yeah. So what I've decided is I want things in general. Now this doesn't apply to everything. Okay, there are some special cases. In general, I want items that we bring in, we put on this shelf to be listed. Okay, that's all unlisted inventory. And then we list it, right? Now once we list it, clock's running. We've got 18 months to sell that item before we donate it. And in that 18 months, the first month, full price. Months 2 through 3, we're going to take a little bit of off. Months 3 through 6, we're going to increase that sale percentage. 6 through 9, increase it again. And then 9 through 12, increase it again. And so on until it gets to 18 months. And it's going to be cut in half at least, the price. If we don't sell it by then, it's out of here. Unless it's a special case.
Right.
So, like I have one special case where I have, for instance, a binder with a bunch of replacement cards for Marvel 1966 Marvel set. I listed that, maybe 2 months ago, and I think I've sold 2 or 3 cards. It doesn't take up much space. I'll make a mental note. I'll just let that be. That's fine. But these things, for instance, these modems, I've had those for like probably 3 years. They're still here. They are currently in their last of life, or they're going to Goodwill. Yep. I put them on extreme sale. And again, I'm going to talk about that sales strategy and exactly how we implement it. We did it the other day with all the inventory, and it didn't take long.
Well, all the inventory that's at least 3 months old.
Right.
No, or did you?
No, I did it with all.
Through everything.
No, actually, it's at least. I don't do anything with the sale until it gets to 31 days. Yeah. And then I put it on like a 5% sale and graduated sales. But I want to show y'all how to do that because it's pretty easy. You could just like filter by days on the eBay site. Another choice I made, and this is not right for everyone. Yearbooks are selling so slow. They're taking up so much space. Monday, at some point, we're going to bring all these to Goodwill. I've already unlisted them. And I'm going to pay these forward to some other reseller that wants to buy them from Goodwill. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing with those. I'm out of the yearbook business. Mm-hmm. So, there must be a delivery. So, anyway, that's something I want to try. And we'll revisit it, like at monthly meetings. Like, oh my gosh, this stuff is blowing out too fast. Or maybe, oh my gosh, we're listing inventory too quick. We need to be more aggressive with the sales. That might be necessary too. But I want to start looking at this thing with a little bit less personally, and just like thinking of everything, no matter what it is, it's just a widget, and it's got to come in and it's got to get out, and we're going to bring some more widgets in later. I mean, like over and over and over. Look at it as just like a process with a defined end of life, whether that be selling it or. But the goal behind this method is to keep inventory low, to keep sales high, to keep this a lean operation as far as inventory goes. I want to list a lot. I want to sell a lot. I don't want to sit on 5,000 pieces of inventory. That doesn't sound like something I want to do. I'd rather move it. I mean, heck, in a few years, we may even decide to load up an RV and run the whole thing out of the back of the truck in some tubs. We don't know, but we want to keep this. I may have accelerated this. I'm
like, what did I miss?
But I was just saying, like, I want to keep inventory lean. I want to keep sell-through high.
Keep it moving.
Yeah, I want to keep sales high, listing high.
Yeah.
You know, I want to keep inventory. I think a lot of people think, like, having thousands of items in your store is a good thing. And for some people, it might be. For us, that's not going to be the way anymore. So. This is the way. Well, it's what we're going to try.
You don't know what that's from, huh?
This is the way? No, what is that?
The Mandalorian.
Oh, I haven't seen it. Yeah, that's our pop culture person there.
So, we're about ready to wrap this up.
Yeah, I just want to, the way we're talking about doing this inventory thing, I think that's very specific to us. So I'm not advocating any of the stuff we've talked about for anybody else. But I just know, like, whenever I ship, you've been in here long enough now to see this a little bit. Whenever I pull orders and I put them out on the bench, how long ago were most of those orders listed?
Not long. I mean, within the last month. Usually,
right? Like most of them, like the makeup, that's another case where, I don't know, actually I need to get the makeup moving too, because it's got...
Some of it is on sale.
Yeah. No, it's all on sale. All the makeup's on sale. So. But like most of the things other than jeans and makeup, just about everything I've listed in the past few months. So why keep stuff longer than that? That's my premise anyways. Meeting 2, 3, meeting 4, 5, 6. If we have to revisit it, we will. But this is where this is where we're at right now. And we're pretty excited about the new year. So
Yep.
this is what we came up with. And part of the monthly meeting is going to be looking at this. Hey, is our work life good? No, we're playing around too much. We need to work more. Or we're working too much. We need to play around more. One of the two.
Yeah.
We'll just visit each one of these right down the line. And we may even, we're not going to have the meeting on camera, but we may have a video every month kind of talking about, like, how was January? How was February? You know, what's working, what's not? We'll share that with you guys too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So yeah, we hope that this kind of gave you a little inspiration to make some goals for yourself. And we want to hear about them on Instagram.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot.
So to encourage that, we have a little giveaway going on our Instagram page. Is it called a page?
I don't know. We're a little older, so we're not like quite hip to the
terminology.
But we do have an Instagram account that we actually post on a fairly good bit.
Yeah.
It's actually for garage flips, though.
Yeah, it's under Garage Flips.
Okay, yeah, this is the Instagram account, garage
_ flips.
Yeah, I had to make it hard by putting a friggin' underscore. It's kind of dumb, huh? Some people probably don't even know how to type an underscore on their keyboard.
I know. Maybe we need to change that. So yeah, we're giving away a little merch set.
It's this. Look,
right over here. Yeah.
See, just to prove it does exist. It's right there.
A little box resizer. A
limited edition.
Very coveted limited edition mug. Garage
Yeah.
Flips. I got this mug from my guy.
Yeah,
Yep.
We're giving them all away. We'll ship internationally. And what else? What's it gonna say?
Well, to enter, you need to go on the Instagram page and we want to hear your goals. So
Yeah.
go ahead and leave a comment on that post on Instagram. Let us know your goals.
Put your goal. There's currently 446 comments on that Instagram post. Put yours in there and read other people's goals. You might find some ideas for things you want to try this year too.
Yep.
And yeah, there's nothing else. You don't have to at 5 different people, and you don't even have to follow me on Instagram. Just put a comment down there and we'll do a random draw on Tuesday. Today is currently Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to draw on Tuesday, probably end of business Tuesday.
Yep.
And it'll be in that video. So anyway, that's it. I'm excited about 2021. Let me not mess up that year like I did that last video. But you excited, Candace?
I am. I'm excited. A lot of changes for me. I'm excited to see what's to come of it and how we can make this business grow.
I'll run smoother anyways. It doesn't really need to grow that much.
Why not?
Yeah.
Maybe we can get another employee.
No. Hell no.
Molly's getting up there in
Molly
age.
don't want to work.
What's the child labor law?
I don't know. Let's have that conversation off camera. Bye, y'all. Thanks for watching. We'll see y'all again soon.
Bye.